I have talked about cover art a few different times over the life of my channel, but somebody had commented not long ago on a video and asked if I'd ever done like a top 10 on favorite covers, and I realized I hadn't. And man, this was actually way harder to choose and narrow and rank than I thought it was, but we're going to give it a shot, so here it goes. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about cover art. And I'm really excited here. I was going to hold up like all of the books, but almost all of them are hardcovers and ginormous. So I couldn't fit all of them, but we're going to talk through with really no ado. I do have a couple of honorable mentions, but these are all I've picked out of books that I own because I believe, you better believe it, I needed to like sit and look like which one do I like more, this one or this one. But I've also tried to get images that I can put up on the screen for so you can like really appreciate the big ones, because you'll notice a lot of mine tend to be like big landscape ones. But a couple of honorable mentions is first Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I'll put right in the middle of the screen. Cover art's more interesting than my face anyway. This is one recently that it's technically a romantasy, but I picked it up specifically just because I thought this was a very eye-catching cover, and so I figure I'll give that one a mention. And then there's probably the original book where I really, really wish that I liked because I really liked the cover, but I didn't, which is Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And I love this color. In person, like the blue of the dragon like is kind of like shiny and glossy. The orange, it's just a really appealing cover. I loved it. I hang on to the book for a long time just because I like to eventually get rid of it because it's also gigantic, and it was a book I ended up DNFing, unfortunately. So the cover doesn't always make the winner, but we're going to talk about some other books I have that I really love the covers on. And yeah, I'm really excited to talk more. So first of all, we have A Touch of Light by Thiago Abdallah, which this one came in at number 10 for me. Now I'm going to pop up a bigger version just because it's probably not going to focus, but this one doesn't actually have like a sweep on the back. There's kind of another picture. But this, I feel like, gives you an idea, some of the things that I like here with nice, it's got the tree is really cool looking. The nature of the buildings is really cool. This is the one that I'm ashamed to say I still have actually not read. It's one of those books that I just seem to never get to. So I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna read it soon. Hopefully, I'll start it before this video comes out. We'll see. But I really need to get to it because it's been on my list forever, and I absolutely love the cover. Everything else here are books that I have read, so it's just that one that comes in there at number 10. But it is a really beautiful cover. That one is by Alejandro Colucci. And I'm going to try to remember to actually say the name of the artist because we're literally talking about art, so that's sort of important here. But yeah, just a really, really beautiful, beautiful cover. And coming in at number 9, we have Magician by Raymond Feist, which is the art is by Don Mates. And there have been a lot of different versions of this art. This one is my favorite, though. And I feel like it's hard to pick out the detail in the version I'm holding up. So here's the full thing. And just beautiful. I do tend to, I know a lot of people don't, but I tend to like having actual character art, and I like just the big scenic beautiful paintings. We got a castle in the background, we got the trees, we got the characters, just really, really beautiful. And it's a lot of the things that I like here. I'm starting to second guess my ranking now because I feel like the more I'm looking at this as it's on the screen for you right now, the more I kind of want to bump it up a place, but we're going to keep the rating. This is probably the most flexible top 10 ranking. I moved things around so much, and it probably depends on how I'm feeling at the time with it, but we're gonna keep the ranking I did because that's the order the books are stacked in off screen for me to be able to reach. So we're just gonna keep on going here. But then next up, coming in at number 8, we have The Wayfarer Redemption by Sarah Douglas, and this is by Luis Royo, is the artist here. So I'll pop this up. Here's the full thing, which you can barely even tell if we go from here that that's what it's going to be, but it expands on the back. So here's the full painting, though. This one is just honestly, like, I love 90s fantasy, especially female written 90s fantasy, which is the reason I picked this up. But the covers are also really appealing. And funnily enough, I got my copies of these books by somebody who bought it specifically because they really liked the cover, but it's not really their thing. But again, nice big scenic. This one's really cool with the characters and with this like architecture is super, super cool. So that one ended up coming in here at number 8 here as well. And yeah, I feel like you're probably gonna see a lot of these themes in the covers that I tend to like here with it as well. But some of them are a little bit different. There are a couple of wild cards I feel like in here for sure. But yeah, nice big landscapes, stuff like that too is definitely my jam. Then next up we have this is really a mix too. I'm noticing of stuff like older and newer stuff. So there's a pretty wide variety of artists here. I should say too, I very specifically would not allow myself to pick more than one cover from the same series because there are lots of series, some of which we'll absolutely be seeing later on the list, where I really like the cover art and the style in general, but we did just do one per series because I'm not going to do more than one because that just would be that. But we'll have some more honorable mentions for sure. But next up we have An End to Sorrow by Michael R. Fletcher, and the art here by Felix Ortiz. And let's pop this one up because this is such a badass picture here too. And it's, yeah, this is just cool. You got the destruction, the fire, you got the dragon and our character in the foreground here as well, especially on just the main cover. It's a freaking cool. This one is just, it's not like this is like, oh, that's so beautiful. This is just freaking badass. Like, this is such a cool cover. I really like the covers for actually all of these books. The first one is one that definitely is kind of like on the list as well because it's really, really cool. But this one is just cool. So it edges out of the series for me when I had to pick one. But good art there. And Felix Ortiz, I know, is a really popular artist these days for, I feel like, really good reason, obviously, as we're seeing there as well. So coming up then next, we're on number 6, I think, here. It's hard to count, apparently. And we have The City of Marble and Blood by Howard Andrew Jones. Now, this one, I like the cover art for this series, but I struggled to narrow it down to which one. We're going to pop up. I couldn't find the full picture because this is really just, again, the front. There's not like a wraparound here. So this one is definitely an outlier because I like the sort of the wraparound art, but here just, I don't know, this stylized version, the clash of colors with the green and the red, the battle scene, just really cool, and one that I really like too, and it's just very eye-catching to me. Whenever I'm looking at the covers for these, I like all the covers too, and I almost picked the third book here, but ended up going with this one. Something about this one, it's funny, it's my least favorite of the trilogy. Granted, I really enjoyed them all, but I think it does win my favorite cover. We'll see more of that with least favorites having really good covers as we continue. But that's a fun one. Oh, and I don't think I said this one though is by Dave Seeley, another I think fairly well-known artist. And I say that several of these people are fairly well-known artists that I'm not super familiar with because I feel like, despite quite liking some cover artists, there's only a few that I'm like actively like, oh, I know exactly who that is, and we'll be taking a look at some of those, absolutely for sure. But yeah, that's another one that I quite enjoy. And then next up, and this is one of the newer editions, and I really, again, I love the covers for all of these series, but A Sojourn in Sunset Forest is just so cool. The other ones, especially Reeve and Earth, the first book here is a really cool green, but let's pop up the big one and not even waste more time because look at this. And I mean, come on, just look at this. We have the nice big landscape. We do have some characters, the color scheme, and freaking dinosaurs as well. Like, I mean, really? Come on. I feel like this is no surprise here. I've also mentioned this one. Anytime I think about cover art, anytime I look at this book, I think about cover art because I really enjoyed the covers of these ones. Just really, really cool looking stuff. And I'm a big fan for sure. And then coming in at number 4, we have Cyclofire by Janie Wirtz. The artist is also Janie Wirtz here. And this one, and I couldn't find a good large image here, so I know it's not totally focusing, but it is beautiful. Let's see if we can get it to refocus a little. There we go, kind of. Anyway, but this is actually a combination of several different pieces of the covers because it's got some Stormward and some Keeper of the Keys because this is a bind up. But that was the first Janie Wirtz book I ever picked up specifically because I absolutely love the cover. It's just got that old school fantasy. It's got a wizard. It's got a cool bird. And then, so since I don't have a big image here, I can at least show off this guy, which this is a portrait of the Storm Warden as well, which I have here framed print. So also just more coolness here for sure. So there's some more of the awesomeness there. Yeah, that one is just, I love we like kind of the old school fantasy elements like that. It's not a dragon. We have a bird, which plays in completely, but it's, look at that. It's just super cool, super cool, and I quite enjoyed that one as well. Then coming in at number 3, I had a heck of a time narrowing down what Wheel of Time cover that I was going to pick, because I've talked many times. I love Darrow K. Sweet, I love the Wheel of Time covers, and I just really didn't know which one to pick. Now, weirdly enough, I ended up going with Crossroads of Twilight, which surprised even me. This is, I think, everybody's least favorite book of the Wheel of Time. But let me put up the full kind of shot here. And I think you'll see at least a bit what I talked about, why I appreciate this. It does have Matt right on the front cover of the actual thing, and I'm a big Matt fan, but I don't know, just the trees, the nature here, the party with the characters, has a lot of things that I like. And so this is one I feel like I could probably at any point change, because like the Dragon Reborn, pretty easy one's really cool. I do like Crown of Swords, Memory of Light's pretty awesome. Like there's so many really great options to pick from, but as I was kind of just looking through, I'm like, I don't know, that one was really standing out to me. So that's the one I kind of went with. Yeah, least favorite book in Wheel of Time, but really great cover. Granted, the first book too. I love the cover of the first book. I know not everybody does, and a lot of people don't like Darrow K. Sweet, which is fair, but I do. Big fan, really big fan there. Then coming in at number 2, this is another series I had such a hard time figuring out which one I wanted to pick, and that is Ships of Marrier. I went with by Janie Wirtz. Again, art by Janie Wirtz. And let me just pop up the art here. Here's a bigger picture of this. And this one is, I really like her covers. Both the covers for the earlier books in the series, where we have the character art and the big landscapes, and the newer ones, which are more stylized too. I love all of them, to be honest. But there's something about this one. We have our character Erithlyn here with the bow, just this open ocean and islands. The one that I actually picked and I changed last second was Peril's Gate, and just gosh, I really like this one too. Grand Conspiracy is another one I really love. I love so many of these covers in general, but I had to mention some honorable mentions there because so good, so good. I really like that style of art. Now, you may be noticing there is another like incredibly famous fantasy artist who has not made an appearance on this list here yet, and fear not, because he certainly will. I feel like deserves the top billing here. That's Michael Whelan, and I have Stone of Farewell here, which I know this is a little controversial, but I love the cover of this book so much. So let's pop it up here, bigger picture. This is the full wraparound version of the art, and I don't know, the Simon on the front with the butterflies. I love the color there. It's got, then as it wraps around, it has the landscape, the scenic, the Stone of Farewell in the back there, the winter scene. There's just so much stuff that I love here, and so this one is I had to put here at my favorite. I have to mention as well, though, because I think it's actually the better cover, but it's just my personal preference. Empire of Grass is one of the greatest covers for me that like I've just ever seen. It is such a beautiful painting. So here's the full version of that. I absolutely love it. Michael Whelan has done a lot of great covers, but specifically these ones just work so well for me. And so absolutely beautiful. Then I will call a shout out to, doesn't make the list, but this print I have from Jeff Brown of the Dragonbone chair, which was for one of the special editions, which Mike Molman sent us. He got this at a con. He sent me this signed print, which is also really cool. I don't have that in a frame quite yet, but there's just a call out. So I have a fair amount of my Memory of Sauron Thorn art, and then Empire of Grass, Last King, Lost Nard. But yeah. Whelan is a fantastic artist. He's done a ton of great covers as well, but I think very much deserves the top list here. So we've got some of my absolute favorite artists here, and some as well that I had to look up who it was, but just have some really great art. And I am really curious. I know cover art is such a interesting topic because people have wildly different ideas about what they like. Some people like the stuff I like, some people hate it, some people like more minimalist. So let me know what your thoughts are on any of these covers, as well as what are some of your favorite covers. Would love to hear from you in the comments. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Check the links in the description, as always, for the Patreon if you want to support what I do, as well as the Wizard of the Enclave Discord if you want to chat books, whether any of these books, other books, really anything at all. It's a lot of fun. I'd love to have you. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.